Not me, not Hermione.
Hi.
Hi. How y'all doing?
We're back. Did you miss us?
Because we missed you. I actually forget the rest of the Kardashian intro. Is anybody gonna guess that that's what that was? And welcome to
I'm like, should we start that over
Diaries.
again?
No, it's giving we should be chaotic.
Okay. This is a very chaotic episode. We're back, you guys.
It was a chaotic year.
Did you miss us? I really missed you. Yeah. Before we get into it, this is the first time that you guys are seeing our faces in
Oh my god.
one of these episodes.
Yeah.
I'm recording
But they've
in
seen us.
the basement where you will be staying at when you come and visit me. It's in the works. It's in the works.
So exciting. I love to be in a basement.
I'm wearing my Slytherin shirt that says Malfoy on the back. And I did my makeup all Slytherin-y.
You did. I don't look Slytherin-y. I look like a freaking strawberry milkshake.
With the black hijab.
Yeah, with my black hijab to look like my hair.
It's
I'm
so
just kidding.
cute. Love it.
I actually look so unslytherin. Next time I'm doing a smoky eye.
Okay, hell yeah. We'll coordinate.
Yeah.
I feel like it was rude of me to not tell you what I was looking
No,
like.
that's okay. I was going for efficiency and speed.
Okay, so I feel like it is like my responsibility to talk about our giant hiatus that was unplanned.
We kept saying we would end on social media.
Yeah, I think
we're liars.
It was
We're
just
big fat
giving
liars.
me anxiety going back on social media, and I just felt like I was letting everybody down and letting myself down. It was like a lot of emotions, but
Yeah. But we're going to reframe that because so many people DM'd us to be like, are you guys coming back? We miss you. And that's so nice.
Really?
Like, what?
Oh my God. Well,
Did you
first and
miss
foremost,
us?
I missed you guys. First and
Yeah.
foremost, I need to tell you guys what happened, obviously. It was all my fault. It was all Neha's fault.
No, it was not.
Yeah, basically what happened was I moved and it was a giant move because I was born and raised in my state that I loved so much. It was such a big part of who I am. And I moved
Yeah.
and I was really upset. I felt like I got hit by a truck, honestly, and I felt like I was like in immediate grief, which sounds so dramatic, but it is what it is.
It was a big, big change. That's
And
okay.
at the same time, I was pregnant. So it was just like a lot of changes happening. And per my physician's request, I seek therapy, which I did. And it was just, like diagnosed with depression again.
And you know what? That happens.
And it was really rough. It was so hard for me to like even get up out of bed, like let alone read Dramione. So like I'm so sorry, you guys, but Dramione Diaries was just had to take like a really backseat because I was trying.
This was your book 6.
It was rough.
It was your book 6.
It was book 6. Speaking of, like, the only thing that I could read that would ever give me any kind of like jolt was like seeing in my email being like GreenTeaCup updated.
What's that meme that's like we can't talk about it. Actually, we're talking about it today.
No, and like I know I'm not joking, but I literally like downloaded it and I was like reading and like updating myself on the chapters while I was in labor. And then I gave birth.
How much was done when you were in labor? Like book 5 wasn't done?
It was like I think the last 2 chapters were like left. So I gave birth. I gave birth and then it was like,
and book 5 was done?
Yeah. So at least I was able to finish book 5 and then she went dark and I was like, oh my God, is it time for me to go dark again? But
you said me and you, we go down together.
I have so much more like empathy for GreenTeaCup and
yeah.
I feel like mental health is really important and you guys, as they say. But truly, like I really feel like I was telling my therapist in my first session, I was like, I just want to get to a point where I can read Dramione again and find joy in things that used to find me joy because I wasn't even getting up, like let alone like reading. Like that was crazy to me. And I was just like mindlessly like doom scrolling and watching like shitty reality TV. So I'm not saying I'm 100% back, but I feel so much better than I did last year. And
we're like figuring it out.
Yeah. And I think I started feeling like myself again. And I think maybe you can like see
It's like
and
I'm
hear
getting my
that.
personality back.
You guys. And then I went to you and I was like, hey, what if we like restarted again? How do we feel about that?
Nevertheless, she persisted.
Yeah. And I just want to give a big shout out to you, Aafreen, because I think you were never like pressuring me on anything. And I think like maybe you have your own feelings about it.
In my lazy girl era with you.
Yeah, I think
for
like
different reasons.
I think we needed to reevaluate anyways because it was coming up to like a year. And then also it was just like I think we both also like we're just like, okay, it's fine. We need to take a break. Let's take a break. And I think like this is where both of our like type B kind of comes into fruition where we're just like it's like future Neha and Aafreen's problem, you know?
But also like we have to give ourselves some credit. Like you were going through it, you had such a huge move, and then it was hard to figure out going from recording in person to like online. So we're trying this out. We're gonna try to make it fun for ourselves and also like maybe diversify the type of content so that like we just want to go back into the fandom. And I think that was fun for us.
Yeah. And I think like we need to reintroduce ourselves because this is the first time where, you know, you guys can see our faces. But anyways, it's a new chapter. We're starting fresh. Thank you so much for those who have listened. And I so sorry again. And next time I won't have like a big depressive episode, but if I do, I will promise to like be more transparent, and I think we'll handle things differently because all we can do is live and learn.
Yeah.
And this episode is dedicated to GreenTeaCup. Come back, I miss you.
But also, are you okay?
Are you okay? Are you okay? Do you need the number to my therapist? She's great.
I just told my therapist literally an hour ago that she asked me about my hobbies, and I was like, well, I like to read drama.
Really?
Yeah. And she's like, high-key laugh. She's not laughing at me, but she's just like smiling. I was like, okay. And then I felt the need to explain. And it's like, and yeah, I had this podcast. And it was like, I keep saying Harry Potter podcast. And then I have to be like, well, it's actually a dramatic podcast, which is like this fanfic. I don't know.
You said Harry Potter first. And then you're like, wait, what sounds more nerdy?
What am I supposed to say? Like, yeah.
No. Yeah.
Anyways, what have you been up to in the Dramione?
Yeah. So basically,
sphere?
Like I was just reading, you know, GreenTeaCup. I was just reading Lionheart, and then that went dark, and I was like, what can get me back into it? And honestly, there's this one author. Her name is Alexandra _Emerson. I think you have to have a AO3 account to like read most of her works. But I love the way that she writes. I love the way that she writes Draco and Hermione and the characters. She's very like character and introspective, like driven. And I really like that. So she has this one fic that always like gets me back into it. And it's called Timeless. Where basically, you know, it's like a time jumping fic, and then she has it in Draco's perspective where he's the time jumper, and then he has it in Hermione's perspective where she's the time jumper, and then she has this other one where like there is no, you know, time jump at all. Like how would they meet and stuff? And then she has like more like the manuscript and like all of these other things. Like I just love her writing, and I think it's so easy, simple, beautiful. Like it's like a world that I'm familiar with because I like have reread this fic so many times. So I think that's how I eased myself into it.
I didn't know that you reread it.
Oh wait, no.
How many times have you reread it?
I think like 3. But sorry, I am a liar. After Lionheart, the fic that got me back into it was Bloody, Slutty, and Pathetic.
Oh my god, a classic.
Right. And then I was just like, okay. And then I think it's so hard to go from like a bloody, slutty, pathetic Draco to then like a regular Draco. Do you know what I mean? Like, he is just.
You have to look out for a psycho simp.
Yeah, like he is.
Tag.
He is really psycho simpy. So then going from that to like, I don't know, like a teenager-y Draco was really hard for me. So I think I was reading Timeless as like a palate cleanser, if that makes sense. Because I think in Timeless, you do see him like going through like an arc. So he is kind of like shitty and Draco-y in the beginning. And then he like gets, you know, better. So
that I have to read that.
I've been trying to get you to read it for like 2 years
and I'm
now.
going to. I've started it before, and it's not that I DNF'd it. I think I just like got distracted. I don't know if everybody's like this, but I have to be in like a specific mood to read specific fics.
No, I get it. I also think I was trying to get my other friend to read it as well, and she's like, "Well, I'm ovulating right now, so I cannot read this fic."
Fair enough.
I was like, all right.
I feel like in the time that we've been gone, or maybe my algorithm just changed, but in the time that we've been gone, I feel like the mainstream, Dramione is so much more mainstream in my eyes.
Yes, yeah.
And the way that people are making TikToks about AO3 tags, I'm like, I thought that we were keeping this a secret.
Clearly not. Clearly not.
I simply can't be sharing my AO3 tags like that, but I be reading everybody's crazy comments, and I'm like, we're talking about this? Like, the journal factory's exploded. I'm okay with that.
You know what?
No shame.
I love I'm shameless. I'm pro shameless. I will also say
is dead.
I think I knew that we were gonna go mainstream when, like, in The Summer I Turned Pretty season 1, she said Dramione, and I'm like, what?
Oh my god!
Do you remember that?
I forgot about that. Yeah. I remember I was so late to The Summer I Turned Pretty game, and then like other people were experiencing it, and the fangirl moment I had when like Dramione mentioned is insane. And also then like right after The Summer I Turned Pretty, I watched the Ballad of Songbird and Snakes or whatever.
Ooh, yes, yes. And you know all of those
so Dramione coded.
Yes,
it's so
those edits.
Coded.
Oh, I love them. I love an edit. Now you keep sending me edits of Olivia Rodrigo like ex Draco. It's so good. They're so
the new album is written for Draco Malfoy. I think
so good.
Draco Malfoy, 6th to 8th year Draco Malfoy pining for Hermione. That's the new Olivia album.
So good.
What
do you think she reads Hermione? Do you think Olivia reads Hermione?
I hope so. That would actually.
No, actually,
how much I need that.
No, because she like I think a song on the album is like she wrote it inspired of like Steve and the redheaded one.
Mm-hmm.
What's her name?
Steve and who? I don't know.
There's Carrie, Charlotte, Samantha, and what's the other one?
What do we know?
Sex and the City.
Oh, I didn't watch that.
Okay. Well, I watched it once. Guys, we're just two brown girls, okay? I cannot imagine in our household that we could watch that. Well, I got into Gossip Girl after high school when I was able to watch Netflix in peace.
But you could watch Sex and the City?
No, I watched it after when I was like when I was 20, yeah.
Okay, gotcha. I feel like I understand most references. Do I know their names? No.
That's true. And you know what's so funny about Aafreen is she doesn't understand like regular references, but then also doesn't understand Bollywood references. So it's just like, and then my husband I feel like is the same. So it's just me and Aafreen's husband just being like, remember that one Bollywood movie?
I belong to no world. I actually don't have a place except for in the Dramione fandom. I think like we told people this in our first ever episode. I go so far back with Dramione. Like I go back to like
let's talk about it. Let's talk
bracelet.
About it.
Like Isolation by Bexchan, I think was like the Manacled of
that era.
The 2000s. I don't even know maybe not the 2000s, like maybe the 2010s.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it was so great. Like I can't even reread those fics, but that Fallout by Every Thursday, like they're in my head with like title and author. Like I can picture the link on fanfic.
Is that how you read it? So how did you get into it?
First it was fanfic.net, I think. Well, like actually I don't know if it was
like what made you click on Tumblr. Draco and Hermione? Like were you just like not a purist?
My pipeline was definitely like Twilight fanfic first. And then like maybe I'm creating this narrative in my head, but I feel like I went from Tumblr edits of like Bella Edward to, or maybe perhaps a Carlisle Bella. May I interest you?
It's like you love your dad. I don't understand where this comes from. You have a very nice dad.
I just also love Carl. It's on my older man / younger woman tag. Scary.
It's okay. We don't judge here. Sorry.
Thank you. Yeah, so I think I don't know, like at some point in time, like I'm not gonna lie to you though, like my earliest memory is like the one that I can remember most recently is The Right Thing to Do. Like, cause I remember that I didn't like even recognize like what an iconic fic that was until later I went back. Like I had to Google like what's the Dramione fic of like at the spoiler alert, at the end she's like, here are the characteristics in my child's grandfather. Like, you know how The Right Thing to Do ends like that. Like, yeah. So then, like, once I found it again, I was like, wait, this is like crazy. And I remember when I first went to read the auction, it was like too much for me. I was like,
Oh my
so
goodness.
baby.
Wow.
Yeah. And then I read Manacled in COVID. And then me and Neha met, and I introduced Neha in this order: Manacled. What's wrong with me? Literally, I'm actually the worst human being on earth.
No, you knew I could handle
and then
it.
I said, here, have
DMATMOOBIL.
And then I said, go back to the auction.
No, and you know what? Like so basically you were just like, yeah, I really like, I was like, oh, you like Harry Potter? And you're just like, yeah, I specifically also really like
I do,
fanfiction.
but
And here's my thing. I think I used to be like a Harry Potter purist, but I also think as a Tumblr girly, my introduction to fanfiction was One Direction, like fanfiction. It would be like
that's hilarious.
Harry X Brown Girl, like.
Oh my god, Harry X YN. The YN edits on TikTok a couple months ago. Frying.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that.
Frying.
We're gonna get to that. So don't you worry. No, so I think I was intrigued, and also I think a part of me was like, I want to be closer to Aafreen than anyone.
That's so cute. I feel like it really is so much more fun when you have people to talk about it too, and you can send.
Yeah,
like I can send you the edits and the TikToks and. Yeah,
you get it. And I also have I just have like an obsessive personality where like once I'm hooked on something, I'm like really hooked on it, you know? And I think it's a testament to like how addicting Dramione is that it's been like years and I still feel like consumed by it. But so you gave me Manacled and I remember being like, oh my God, this is so good. It was
insane.
And then like DMATMOOBIL, like, oh my God, it was amazing. It was so good. And we always say, because now when we like recommend like fanfics, and I think like when you were recommending it to our mutual friend and she was like, this is like too much. And we're like, if you can't handle me at my Manacled, you don't deserve me at my DMATMOOBIL. And that's what I'll say on that.
Well, I've just learned I have to tailor them to their tastes, you know? Like,
yeah, it's really funny because we sometimes like don't like the same fics. Like I'll really be gung-ho on this fic and you'll be gung-ho on another fic and we'll be like, why did you like this? But when it comes to like, I guess themes, like we align on those, I guess. Like,
and for the greats, like for the absolute like
the Mount Rushmore of
pillars of like we're aligned on Manacled, we're aligned on
DMATMOOBIL, the auction. I call it the Holy Trinity. Okay,
no,
that's the Holy Trinity.
But we have a friend who loves Ron, like Canon Ron, book Ron, and they're also a Dramione fan, and their absolute favorite fic is Disappearances of Draco Malfoy, and it's a good one.
Yeah, I love a reimagining from 6th
Yeah, that's like
onwards.
their headcanon. Yeah, that's their headcanon.
Our house is Slytherin. What's your Patronus?
According to Pottermore or whatever, like 12 years ago, it's a kingfisher, which is like a teeny tiny little bird.
That's so cute. That's
and it has like a pointy little beak, which I feel like actually tracks. I can fly. I can fit wherever I want to fit, and I can poke your eyes out if I'm pissed off.
I love that. Mine is a brown bear.
That's so cute. You do love a salmon bowl.
I do. And I'm brown and I'm hairy.
Oh my God.
I love being on the California flag.
Yeah.
Speaking of really Californian, my wand is a redwood.
That's
10 3/4 dragon heartstring. What's yours?
Wow. I don't know. I think mine is vinewood with unicorn. Cute. Wait, that reminds me. Like, you know, like I started on fanfic.net, like Tumblr edits. And then after fanfic, you didn't get, I don't know if you got to experience, like this was before your Dramione time, but it was this website called Hawthorne and Vine because Draco and Hermione's like
their wands
are Hawthorne and Vine, and it was like the most beautiful like website aesthetic, and I actually think about it every day.
Wait,
but
is it not active anymore?
no, I don't think it's been active for a while. Like
Is MuggleNet
like way
still
before
a thing?
COVID. I don't know. I actually never used that one. Is that
I just
crazy?
know, well, like my friend Therian would use it, and her username would be Dobby Rocks My Socks.
That's hilarious.
Also, because you called back to something, I have to call back on something. I was supposed to reveal my son's name. Ready? His name is Scorpius Hyperion Malfoy Malik.
I'm gonna kill myself. This is why our friends are embarrassed.
So anytime I need to refer to him, I'm
cool
gonna say
online.
Lil Scorp.
My God. You didn't want to name him Orion from spoiler alert.
Wait, and
Zombie. No. Oh, what is it?
sorry,
Falling in love and what is that fifth name?
Falling in Love with the Zombie Apocalypse. Oh my God, that was the craziest ride I've ever been on.
Crazy.
Literally,
fic.
if I
I've
thought
never
that I
reread
was going in one direction, it was going in the other, actually. And I was like,
You
what's
could
happening?
never predict what was coming next. You could never predict the end of each chapter. Great fic.
What is your favorite Dramione fic of all time? I think that's unfair. Sorry. Do you feel like, what is your holy trinity then? Is your holy trinity my holy trinity?
Yeah, I would say so. But maybe in a different order. I think like you love the auction the most. And
I will say I like DMATMOOBIL the most, actually.
Okay,
And then I think the auction, and in terms of like rereadability.
Yeah, I was about to say DMATMOOBIL is like what I put on the podfic if I'm gonna like follow, like if I'm on a plane ride, like if I'm on a flight, because I can wake up at any point and I'll be right back in it. I'm re-listening to the auction right now. Also, ETL Echo has so many like podfics. Shout out ETL Echo. Okay, so Julie Soto, like while we were doing our hiatus, had Rose in Chains published.
Yes, and I think the sequel is also coming out. I have Alchemized upstairs. I have to get Rose in Chains, and then you gave me the Irresistible Urge to Fall for Your Enemy. I haven't read any of those yet because, again, I just got back to having my brain working a little bit, you know.
That's so fair. I read all three of them. They're Rose in Chains and Irresistible Urge are both duologies. So like,
I love that.
Both of them are like the second parts are coming out ASAP. Alchemized was insane.
Really? Was it really good? Was it?
It was really good. Okay. But I was definitely like on the lookout for like every like callback to Manacled. I don't know if I'm supposed to do that. There was a lot. There was definitely like some lines that it was definitely felt like you were reading Dramione, and I like that. And it was still like hauntingly beautiful. I think it was hard for me to like get into the different universe of it all, but I would and it was so interesting seeing the online rhetoric of people like only knowing Alchemized and not Manacled. I was like, please, you don't understand.
You need to read the text, the
original texts, please. But I love that they've been published into original works, and there's a movie deal coming out, and
I'm so excited.
We'll be talking about that on the pod. Like we have to.
Hell yeah.
Okay, what else do we want to talk about today?
What is your favorite character outside of Dramione? Because one thing I love about Dramione is that we get to explore characters that we don't see in canon. When I talk to my friend who's like so into canon, he's like, who the hell is Daphne Greengrass? And I'm like, hello?
Definitely mentioned. Right? Like she's definitely mentioned.
Theo not. He's like, who? Yeah. I'm like, all right.
Whoa.
So we have out of Narcissa, Theo, Blaze, Daphne, and Pansy. Who is your favorite to explore?
Okay, I love Pansy. I love fashion designer Pansy. I'm a heavy Panville shipper. I love Pansy Neville. I haven't read any like full on fics that are Pansy Neville, but I like them as a side pairing. Low key, I used to be a strong Blaze Ginny shipper as well, but I don't know if I like knowing about Blaze. I like the way that Lionheart was doing it, and then I meant to say I'm currently reading The Missing Sister by
Singularritae.
Yeah, Singularritae. The Missing Sister by Singularritae is what I'm currently reading, and I like having a main story that kind of brings in, like, over time, all the other characters. Like, I really liked Lionheart and Narcissa because she was so complex.
Yeah.
I don't always care to know Snape on the side, but if it's done right,
yeah,
I do.
But Snape was all those characters on Lionheart, pour one out. Like, they were so good.
Immaculately done.
Book 5 was so good. I loved it. I loved the ending.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Guys,
I just
wait,
send a prayer.
finish.
Send a
What you
prayer that
saying?
she'll come back. Please, please.
I'm begging you, pleading on my knees. What do you need from us?
What were you going to
If
say?
nobody knows what we're talking about, like Lionheart is an iconic like rewrite of Harry Potter, like canon Harry Potter from like
Draco.
Draco being
sorted
Gryffindor.
into Gryffindor. Yeah, so it rewrites everything. It's phenomenal, amazing. If you go on Reddit, you can find the link to it because right now she deleted everything. But I have hope that she'll come back.
Because
am I delusional?
And we like delusion.
I have to run on hope, okay? My mental health is very fragile.
We just turned 30. I feel like before we die.
Whoa, age us. That's
hopefully
crazy.
They come back, you know?
Yeah. Okay, well, since you didn't ask that question to me, I'm going to ask it myself. My favorite side character.
Sorry, I was about to move on into tangent.
No, mine is also like Pansy Daphne. I really like, because we don't see Hermione be really great friends with girls. I mean, we do see her with Ginny, but I feel like because Ginny's like a year younger and they're on like the same side, she's not really like, her views aren't really challenged, or she's not really like, her ego isn't set aside or whatever. You know, like I really want her views to be tested. I want some bants. I want her to feel a little threatened and then have it be like resolved. I also do love when she is either like besties with Theo or Blaise. Like I do also really like that. Me too.
I love a Theo Hermione friendship.
Yeah.
I love it so much. I also love a Pansy Hermione friendship.
Yeah.
You know,
because
for the girlhood of it all.
Yeah, it's really subversive and, you know, great.
Yeah, but because we were missing Lionheart so much, The Missing Sister by Singularritae is what I'm currently reading, even though I'm supposed to be reading Timeless.
There's another one that's like a rewrite, and it's called Like Brothers. I forget the author.
I think I've heard of that before.
Yeah, that one's
But The Missing Sister is basically a rewrite of canon Harry Potter if Hermione was sorted into Slytherin. So that's why it was like very reminiscent of Lionheart for me. So yeah, I'm moving through it. I think I'm on book 3 right now. Wait, maybe book 4, sorry.
What chapter
I think it's 26, and it's like around the World Cup time.
Nice.
So it's definitely interesting. Similar themes, similar challenges, but it's definitely a different vibe and a different story. So I'm intrigued, and this one is finished. So if anybody wants to test it out.
What is your favorite Harry Potter memory? It could also be Dramione memory.
You go first.
Okay.
Yeah, you go first. I feel like I've been answering all your questions.
Okay. So when I was 5, I went to see The Sorcerer's Stone in theaters with my friend Theory. I'm sure she'll be fine if I mention her. And she's...
You can also follow her, right? We can put her socials. Isn't she like...
Oh, yeah. At Dreams Incognito on TikTok. And so... basically, like I had no idea about any of the series, whatever, but Thereem, she's like my older sister, so I really, whatever she wanted to do, I wanted to do. So she's like, let's watch this movie, like I really want to watch it. I'm like 5, I'm like, down, let's go. And so our dads take us, okay? And
you watched it in theaters.
We watched it in theaters, and it was Ramadan, so my dad and her dad didn't realize how long this movie was. So they're like breaking their
fasting.
They're breaking their fast with like flat soda and like
popcorn
from our grubby hands. But what was
it's a Sorcerer's Stone?
It's a Sorcerer's Stone. And I remember being just so enamored by it. I immediately like fell in love, and I was like, oh my God. And I already thought like Harry was like nice to look at, but I distinctly remember when Oliver Wood came on screen.
And he was so cute.
Was blushing so hard, and I was like, oh my God, my heart was beating fast, and I was like, Neha, don't move because you can't have your dad know that you have a crush
on this fictional 12-year-old 13-year-old on screen.
And I, when he was explaining Quidditch, like nothing was registering for me because I was just like, oh
my God, that's 5 years old.
I'm 5 years old. And also I do remember
First white boy you saw, you were like, all right, it's beginning.
And I also remember when Blockbuster was a thing, and we used to like go to Blockbuster like every weekend. There was a giant like poster of like, I think it was probably Azkaban or the Goblet of Fire, and I remember like purposefully like not looking at it because I didn't want my dad to know that I had a crush on Daniel Radcliffe. Like I just,
oh my God, I feel like I never had a crush on Daniel Radcliffe.
Really? Even in Azkaban?
Yeah, 100%.
Really?
Okay, I also had a late start to Harry Potter. Like I didn't.
Okay. So
I
it
think I
doesn't.
was like not 5.
It doesn't matter. But speaking of Azkaban, I also remember another sweet memories. My dad then like took me every year to see Harry Potter. And I remember after like the ending of Azkaban and like the credits roll where it's like the Marauders map and like that's how they like do the end credits. And my dad being like turning to me and being like, that was a good one. And I remember being like, yeah, because like this, I felt like
That's
wasn't
so
dragging him to the theaters. And
Yeah.
like he did to
That's so
me. I was
cute.
literally 9 years old and he's like, do you want to watch Revenge of the Sith or whatever? Which one?
What is that?
It's like the
Lord of
Star
the Rings?
Wars. No, it's Star Wars, but it's the one where like the hot Anakin Skywalker becomes Darth Vader. And it was so scary to me that I had to like go to the
What's wrong with
bathroom. And
that?
I was like, well, I like told him, I was like, I have to go to the bathroom. And he was so irritated that he's like, you're missing it. And I was like, I'm scared.
I was like, yeah, the freaking cute guy is gone. What are you supposed to do now?
His face is burned. I'm 9.
That's actually too much. I think my favorite, I don't know if I have like favorite memory with the movies. Like I don't have like distinct memories of when I saw all of them. I know I watched the last Deathly Hallows, like the last movie, or maybe the Deathly Hallows Part 1 I saw in India in theaters. And that was low-key like the only one. Yeah, so that is what I remember. I went and saw that with my cousin. But I definitely remember when Deathly Hallows, the book came out. I had been on the library wait list and I was like, I think it was the summer too. I was like patiently waiting and one person was ahead of me or yeah, I think. And so when I finally got my little hands on it, I read that in one day. And I like folded down the corner of the page where Harry and Ginny kiss in like the Battle of Hogwarts. And I was like, I had to come back to that. But I'm like, flying through this thing. I used to read like a freaking like rocket ship. I don't even know if I absorbed any of it or if that just seems unfathomable to me right now. But I read that in one day.
So
went
how
back
old were you
to my
when you started reading Harry Potter?
I was definitely like how old were you when Deathly Hallows the book came out? Like 8th grade? I actually don't know. Anyways, I don't know how old. I don't know how old it was when I was in middle school. Like once I was like actively like reading them, and because I know I was like
2007.
anticipating the release of that last one. I was like anticipating the release of Deathly Hallows like to be published. But I definitely got a late start.
Same. I read Twilight first and then I think they remember like back then they were like, no, like Harry Potter is better than Twilight, which is like so wild to compare. Like they're so
they have
different.
Nothing to do with each other.
Nothing.
We just needed to be in competition for everything.
Yeah. And I think I was like 13 when I first started read. I was like, okay, I need to reread it. I loved the movies. So I was like, I should be able to love the books. And I remember like, I was like you, I was inhaling them.
I was inhaling.
And then I moved. I was in the middle of moving when I was in between like reading the books. And I remember when I moved, I moved into like a small town. And so my 8th grade class was like legit. I think like maybe like 80 kids. Okay. But like, so when I was a new girl, like everyone was like, oh my God, a new girl came and whatever. Obviously I was a girl. So this boy had like a little crush on me and everyone kind of knew it. And I was like, not talking to him, but he was like, do you want my Deathly Hallows book? And
did you ever give it back?
No, he gave it to me. Yeah, because
for keepsies?
For keepsies. And I remember I was so mean to him and I was like, yeah, and I was like nice to him for like a day. And he gave me like the book.
He said, will you be my wife in middle school?
And I still have it. And if you open it, it has his name on the top. So shout out to you. You know who you are.
Okay, Maddie Healy. That's crazy.
Yeah. Isn't that insane? But I do remember
my
like
life would I have given.
And I remember like going home
buy them.
telling my mom what happened. She's like, okay. And then I remember
been like, give that shit back.
And I remember it was like 9 a.m. when I started reading and it was 9 p.m. when I finished Deathly Hallows.
Yeah. No, literally, I think same. I like I made my mom or my dad like drive me to the library. It was like 10 minutes away, but that was like a huge deal. And then I ran up the steps, grabbed my book, ran back home, spent the entire day reading it. It was like a huge deal.
I love that.
Yeah, it was a fat ass book.
I also I remember for the second Deathly Hallows, I stayed in line and like watched it at like the midnight premiere. That was a big memory for me. How was it like watching it in India? Like how is an Indian audience where you were? Were
We
they
were like
quiet? Were they
honestly,
cheerful?
I do think I started reading the books because my cousins in India were like, "You
Slay.
haven't read this? Like, what's wrong with you?" Because I think and they had like you know the British versions of the books that said Philosopher's Stone, and like inside like there was little differences that were like he wore pajamas instead of pajamas, which was so funny. And now, remember, you and me found like the whole series, and I have my Harry Potter book set. It's the Philosopher's Stone one. With like the black and white fun vintage covers. I love my set. And then also I think the crowd for the movie was like really just like enthusiastic. Like I feel like Indians and Desis love a production of anything. So
and the
there was,
subcontinent loves Harry Potter.
Yeah, they really do. Like there was cheering and like reactions. It was like watching a Bollywood movie.
I know. That's what I was going to say. I was like, well, they really appreciate like cinema and the dramatics and stuff like that.
It's actually huge.
So.
But I don't think any of my younger brothers have like seen the full set. And definitely not my youngest brother who's like 15 now. Like he's like, yeah, I think I watched like the first movie with you. It's fine. And I was like,
You're like, I can't.
You don't get it.
You don't get it. He's going to be a fan of the HBO series. Like, he's going to be that generation. He's going to be like, hey, have you heard of this
I feel
series called Harry Potter?
I feel like they think it's dumb.
Really?
And to be honest, like, I've reread canon, obviously, like once or twice. But I'm always comparing it to fanfic, and I'm like, we're so much more complex. Like, look how much, like...
To be fair, they were children's books until the fourth book.
And now it's like adults.
Because I think whenever I have a reread, I really do think like books 1, 2 are really hard for me to like get through. And then 3 gets a little fun. But then 4th is when I'm just like, okay, we're back, baby. Let's go, you know?
5 is like...
5 is insane.
5 is like... insane. That's like an academic textbook.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah. But I do feel like every single time I reread it, I appreciate it more because when I first read it, I'm like, oh my God, Harry, you are so angsty. But now I go back and I'm like, actually, I'd be so pissed if I was him. So I get it.
Yeah.
And there's so much like complexities to it. And I do love I love Dumbledore's army and like, you know.
True.
All of those
The essence of it is definitely still so amazing.
Yeah, and I love the movie. The movie is so good to me.
The movies are great. Obviously, movie 3.
But I feel like book 6 is my fave. Book 6 is my fave, I feel. I think because I like that Harry and Ginny get together. I do like movie 6. I love movie 6. I will say that. I do think it's like hard for me to know that was like Daniel's hardest movie to shoot and stuff. And he wasn't really in the greatest place. I think like I love book 6 because like Harry and Ginny get together and like, you know, you get the little although I don't
in the movie she's so embarrassing, bro.
Yeah.
He's down there tying his freaking shoes. Are you kidding? Like
I think it was the director's job to like and the writer's job to make sure she didn't do that. But I do love that she like gets into the fire with him. You know, that wasn't in the book. Yeah. So she's you know.
And she's great in books.
I remember watching it and I'm like, you just took a shower and you're gonna have to take a shower again. Like
LOL. Do you want a mince pie or whatever the fuck?
Don't you trust me? What is a Dramione thing that has been keeping you occupied right now?
I've been reading shorter fics.
Cute.
Like I've been reading one shots. Like sometimes like the time commitment of it all.
Yeah.
And I've been reading multiple things. Like I have The Missing Sister going. I have what I do want to read. I'm gonna have to find the story of it, but it's basically like The Bachelorette if it was Hermione.
Wow.
And she dates like and
Reverse
it's like
harem.
really popular. Yeah. My favorite. Marriage Law Reverse Harem. LOL. I'm fully in the Dramione like social media of it all again. Like not from our page, but I'm literally sending Neha like freaking IG stories. Like
I eat that shit up.
I love text chain Dramione or like Instagram DM Dramione, and then when it's like when it's like Hermione Granger's IG stories and it's like on walks with daddy and she tags Draco and they have a stroller with score for it's like her baby bump and like some freaking blonde haired man cooking and it's like baby's craving spaghetti.
Yeah. Or she's like wearing something really expensive and it's like dinner or they're like going out like dancing. Like I love that. Love it. I love that. Also, like you've been sending me like IG IG stories or IG notes.
The notes, yeah.
It's like so good. Like obviously I love it, but like to an outsider, like they don't get it. So like
insane.
So like I was sometimes like a nightly routine is like I save all of like my funny TikToks and I'll like go through it with my husband, and he's just like when we are done with stuff, he's like, what else do you have? What else do you have? And I'll be like, okay, maybe I send Aafreen some funny stuff. Let me go to like our things. So like we were going through and it was funny. And then it has that and I was so embarrassed. I literally like threw my phone across the room, and I actually think if I was caught cheating, I don't think I would react as dramatically.
No.
As that. And he was like, we share
so
everything. Like, I know that you have a Dramione podcast. I know that you like I know the smut that's like on your bookshelf. Like, you can't let me watch this. And I'm like,
we
no.
don't talk about it. No, we don't talk about it. If you're not in the fandom, you're not privy to the information. And I also have to be careful for Draco Talk IG notes because some of it is like shipping Draco and like your name. And I'm getting like so pissed because it's not Hermione or like Dramione coded, and I'm like, no, it's not working in my head.
Sometimes I did go through a rabbit hole, and I was in it. It was kind of good. It was good.
I'm not in it.
It was good.
I'm mad.
But I also like it when it's just like the fits of like, this is my fit when I'm on the train. This is my fit when I'm like.
Yeah, I freaking love those. It's actually so fun. We're a fun fandom.
Fun.
So
it's just like, this is my fic when I go to Hogsmeade. This is my fic when I'm supporting my boyfriend on the Quidditch team. This is my fic when we're having a big row in the Slytherin common room.
This is my fic when I'm dating Harry but cheating with Draco Malfoy. It's actually so funny to me. Like,
oh my God,
I'm entertained.
I love it.
I don't even use Instagram like that. And
no,
I'm
I love it.
Is that your also current Dramione involvement?
Oh my God, yes. I don't know if you know, you guys like reveal. I am a writer, so I was writing my little Moogle fantasy book, and I had to do like I had to like actually go on YouTube and be like a writing thing where it like dings when you have to do a sprint of writing and then dings when you have like a break, because I was like so obsessed with these like Dramione Instagram.
There's like not enough for me.
No, and I was like writing, and then when I had my 5 minutes, I was like, so yeah, I'm inhaling that, and I love it.
Somebody please make more. I'm eating those up.
And please send me more like Draco clips with like her Olivia Rodrigo in the background. So good. Okay, so let's wind down and start wrapping this up. But the future of Dramione Diaries, as of right now, instead of it being twice a month, we're going to try once a month, but still continue with TikToks. So please go to our TikToks. We're going to go back into it, and we're going to make more TikToks, and we're going to talk more fics on there as well.
And I think it was fun getting to know like other people in the fandom. So I think like it'll be fun being more on social media
and Instagram.
rather than just podcasting.
Go back on our Instagram thing. I missed making Instagram stuff too.
Yeah, you were so good at that.
Yeah. I also think that the next time we record is going to be back to like a fic. But I think I wanted to get some input if you guys did you guys like our previous format where we would like recap and then like share our thoughts, or do you want us to go into more themes and less kind of like summary?
Yeah, I was thinking we also keep it to like what seems fun. Like maybe we still keep like talking about like fics sometimes, and then other times we have like a more open conversation about like things like time travel and Dramione, or like different Dramione conversations we've been having, or like maybe other things that are happening in the fandom. So this time we're trying to go with the flow.
Right. I'm
excited to come back.
Yeah. So follow us on TikTok at Dramione Diaries Pod, and on Instagram at Dramione Diaries. And we will see you on the next one. We love you guys. Thanks so much.
Bye.
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 Not me.